My goal today is to investigate jobs that people typically call scams, like fortune tellers, paranormal investigators / ghost hunters, and even the scammers in Times Square. I want to ultimately try out all of these scam jobs so I can give you a first-hand account of whether or not I think they're real. Because honestly, the word scam is thrown around too much. So what is real, what is fake, we don't know, so that is why we're gonna find out. So without further ado, we have a lot of jobs to investigate, so grab your popcorn and let's do this. The very first scam job we're gonna investigate is a paranormal investigator, otherwise known as a ghost hunter. Guys, we made it to the Shanley Hotel in New York. This is one of the most haunted hotels in all of America. We're gonna be meeting up with Scott, who is a medium and also a paranormal investigator, and we are gonna go all throughout this hotel and hopefully find some ghosts.
Some of the really amazing paranormal stuff that has happened in here due to some of the haunted objects, like our haunted morning dress. Yeah, it's really neat, right? We have haunted dolls that get dropped off here all of the time. So anyways, we do like actual seances in here. A lot of ghost hunting happens in here. People are able to rent the hotel for the night.
Can you just stay in a room as well?
Yeah,
is this just a normal hotel operating?
Yeah, I mean, not really. Like, people come here to hang out. Like, you come here to look for ghosts.
Yeah.
And by the end of the night, most people usually find something that show them some kind of proof or evidence that there's the paranormal happening.
Okay.
Kelly is here.
Hi, Kelly.
This is the owner of the Shanley Hotel.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Sam.
Sorry.
Oh, thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
Hey, ghosts, they're not paranormal investigators. They're just checking this place out, so don't scare them too much. So we have a box, it's a radio, and all it does is scroll endlessly through AM or FM without stopping. And the idea is that spirits can use that sound to manipulate words to give us answers. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna have Sam, he's gonna shuffle this a little bit so he knows I'm not doing anything. And just when you're ready, pick any card you want. Don't tell anybody in the room what it is. We're gonna ask the spirits to tell us what it is. So spirits here at the Shanley, this is Sam. He is going to hold the card, and we'd like to know if you can help us determine what that card is, okay?
And you just heard I can.
I can, okay. Can you tell us what color the card is, please?
Black.
Is it a black card?
It's not.
It's not? Okay, they got it wrong, spirits. All right, is it a number card or a face card? Seems like
Should I show it or something?
Yeah, why don't you show it over to the wall? Maybe
because I don't want to assume they're magicians. They can
That's good. Yeah, you'd be good at
equally
this. You
impressed
get
if
it.
it's just kind of.
Okay, so Sam is showing the card again. Can you tell us?
I heard no.
Yeah, but I heard the no.
heard no?
I don't think they
so
want to
funny. They're like, no, we're not going to play. Why don't you?
Diamonds.
Diamond?
That was
a diamond.
It was a diamond. It is
Yeah.
diamonds. Yeah.
Okay.
That was clear as a man said diamonds.
Thank you for saying diamond.
Can you tell us the number?
Yeah, I
feel like I heard that again.
Also.
Yeah.
It's a 3?
All right, well, it is a 3. It's a 3 of diamonds.
Yeah.
Right.
As soon as I kind of showed it at first.
So
maybe
it's
they didn't
funny,
want to
right?
play.
Like they needed to, like they have eyes, like they need to see it, right? So that was really interesting to have that.
Yeah.
If you don't mind doing that, we can do that, or we can go into the creepy basement.
Let's do the creepy basement.
Creepy basement it is. Let's go.
That's the creepy basement. I like the sound of that. All right, going to the basement now. So we just played cards with some of the ghosts. They were super nice to kind of communicate with us and let me know what my card was, which they did get right. They certainly got the 3, and then I think diamonds was picked up as well. But yeah, we're heading to the creepy basement now. So let's do it, Scott.
This is the basement, right? And basements are creepy enough, but what if I told you that during the hotel's time operating, that they stored dead bodies down here during the winter?
So you're saying this is where they stored the bodies in the winter when it was too cold to bury them?
Right, yeah, so before they had tractors to dig up the ground, did it by hand, right? So if somebody passed away in the winter when the ground was permafrost, the hotel was nice enough to store your relative or loved one in here until the spring came when you could inter them properly. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna use another piece of equipment, a phone app, which not everybody likes, not for everybody. We're gonna use it, we're gonna see what kind of results we get, and we're gonna see if we can get any of the spirits down here to talk to us.
Okay.
Oddly enough, we get a lot of children down here. Sometimes the children talk back, so we're gonna see if we can have any of that happen. You guys excited for that? I hope so.
I'm very excited. I don't know if anyone's sitting in there, but hello if so.
That's the way to be, Sam. I think Sam might have a future in this. Hello to all the spirits down here in the basement. How are you doing tonight? Can you tell us how many spirits are down here with us tonight? Sounded like 50. That seems like a lot.
Who's the predominant spirit down here with us right now? Is your name Hadley?
Emperor?
It's hard to say. I thought it said Amber.
I heard Amber.
Yeah, I heard
Oh,
Amber. Yeah, Amber sounds good.
Okay.
Flashlight just went on and I asked that.
So, as you can see, there's a bunch of toys over here.
So I just heard something about bright, and I think they're talking about your light.
Can we turn the lights down a little bit, guys?
Can you turn off that flashlight for us, please, if that was you? Thank you.
Wow.
Dude,
That's crazy.
That is crazy. Thank you.
Thank you for turning off the light. Amber, how old are you?
Video.
Yep, they're videoing.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly. They're warming up to you, man.
Yeah.
Or if we ask, the
there it is
flashlight
again.
flash back on. Thank you. That's like really rudimentary ghost hunting, the flashlight, but they're really good at using it, so.
Maybe because the flashlight during the era in which they existed was something that they could easily interact with.
Pushing around and
Pushing it around.
Easier for them to manipulate.
Dude, they said pushing it around and then they're turning it off again.
All right, so I'm about to go into the portal and I'm going to put on these noise canceling headphones. I'm going to listen through the radio frequencies to try to pick up on any sounds or any sort of words I could pick up on, because Scott is going to be prompting with different questions and stuff, and I'm just going to be hopefully saying the correct answers if it comes through here. So this is the portal. So this is where ghosts move freely in and out.
To the spirits that are here in the portal, this is Sam, and he'd like to know, what's your name?
Government,
Do you work for the government?
Able,
So it sounds like they might have been able to, or they did. Can you tell me what you did for the government?
Missouri, Democrat. A lot of political talk here.
A lot of political talk. That's very interesting. Can you tell us what about the government or what about the politics you want to talk about?
Devil, eyes.
That's creepy.
All right, here we go. Part 2. These are official noise canceling ones, and I mean, these are certain, like I couldn't hear anything before, but now I definitely won't be able to hear anything. We're gonna start again with a different frequency.
I'm telling you, he's a natural at this. He gets it. So spirits in the portal, we're looking to make communication with any of you. I think you know me. I'm Scott, and this is our new friend Sam.
You're going.
I'm not going anywhere. Where do you want me to go? I told you if you say the word leave, we'll just leave.
Anna,
That's one of the names of the spirits in the hotel. Does Anna want Sam to visit?
Sam, Teen, Goofy.
If we bring Sam upstairs, does he have to pay you? That was a lot of really good responses.
If you want it.
If you want it.
Listening.
Sam is listening. Yeah, tell him upstairs.
Shut it.
Is there anybody else in here? Can you say your name?
Communist.
This is weird because that's another political reference and he's listening to a completely different machine. Can you tell us why there's so much government talk?
Speak. Is he? Exactly.
It sounds like people are talking back and forth and we're just listening.
Come upstairs.
That's what we were waiting for. So I think what we should do is, with the time we have left, is take Sam out of here and bring him upstairs where Anna is, see how much she likes him.
All right. I mean, I was definitely hearing more with those. It was coming through pretty clearly.
So Anna's one of the ladies of the night. She resides up in the bordello. And I repeatedly said she said your name, by the way, you said your own name.
Yeah. So we're now heading up, what, the bordello?
Yeah, we're gonna head up to the bordello where the ladies of the night are.
Ladies of the night, Anna, who I guess I interacted with there, she said come upstairs. Actually heard that through there. So we're gonna go upstairs right now. So this is the bordello, so we're about to head up right now.
Yep.
So let's do it.
All right.
So here's Anna's room right here, right? That's her. Yeah, Anna, Rosie, Maddie. Those are the big three here. How old is Anna?
27.
27, okay. So we're peers.
Yeah, and she really likes gentlemen just like you. So you are like her target demographic.
You got a crush, you think?
Yeah, big time. Basically what we're gonna do is same thing. We're gonna let Sam sit here. Again, I'm gonna speak lightly to the cameras and hopefully you'll come up with some really cool responses for us.
Okay.
Okay, so Anna, you said your name, you said Sam's name, and you said come upstairs. I've delivered this gentleman to you. Can you say hello to him?
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Would you like us to leave you alone with him?
Please.
Would you like to be friends with him?
Yeah.
That was an immediate response.
Yes again.
I was gonna say, do you want to be more than friends?
Leave.
Do you want me to leave?
Alone.
Oh, you want to be alone with Sam, okay.
Me.
Is that what you want? You want to be alone with him? Just for the record, as this is happening, I feel like my chest is getting like pressed on, like as if a woman was being like, get out, I need private time.
Leave again.
What happens if we leave Sam in here alone? What will you do?
Sam.
Okay,
Sam is here.
we brought him for you. Do you have anything you want?
That's him.
It sounds like there's more people talking that he's listening to and they're all talking about it. I feel like I'm getting touched on my elbow. I got all tingles right here. Is there anything else you want to say, Anna?
You here now?
Yeah?
No.
Okay, so
I heard that.
yeah, there's some strange clicking.
I thought it was a jukebox.
We're gonna end the session with Sam. Can you say goodbye, Anna?
Get on the bed.
You want me to get on the bed? All right, I'll sit down next to Sam real quick, but this is a weird thing. What else do you want us to do?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for talking with us.
Obviously, I couldn't hear anything, but I feel like I was saying certain things that, at least in my narrative, I was building from that. Felt like directionally there was something. Very cool experience. Thank you again, Scott.
Thanks, Sam.
Appreciate it. This is
Appreciate it,
awesome.
brother.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sam,
Thank you so much.
All right, guys, not gonna lie, that was a very fun experience. Scott is awesome, so shout out to Scott. He's a really cool ghost hunter. I mean, overall, I'm not like a big believer in the ghost hunting and paranormal world, but with that being said, I did have a fun time, and honestly, I could be convinced that certain things were happening there. So I think at the very least, it's very entertaining to be a part of. I kind of viewed it more as entertainment. And would I do it again? Absolutely. Do I think it's legitimate? I mean, I don't know. I definitely need more experience in order for me to give a really full opinion, but at the Shanley Hotel, there's certainly some stuff going on. So definitely some creepy haunted vibes, and I think there's narratives to be formed there. So I had fun. Shout out to Scott. Not a scam. Let's do the next one. The next jobs we're going to investigate are in New York City because we were going to Times Square and interacting with actual scammers like the people who take pictures with you and then charge you money, the people who hopefully give out CDs or some sort of fake items trying to get you to buy them, and then even engaging in some of the fake products that are sold in Times Square that you're buying them thinking they're real and they end up being ripoffs.
All right, so I see Minnie. She's a princess. I'm gonna try to take a picture of her. All right, let's do it. Let's see. Hey, Minnie, can I take a pic with you?
Yes,
Picture?
please. Donation.
Oh, okay.
Yes?
I'll give you a tip. So, wait. Do I have to tip you though if you come in the picture? I only want to tip her. Good? All right, just me and you. All right, very nice. Thank you. Thank you for the picture, Minnie. Thank you. As you can see, I just took a picture with Minnie Mouse, and I think Mickey Mouse tried to get his way into the picture to actually, I think, scam, because he would probably look for a $5 tip as well. But what I did like is that she did say donation in exchange for a picture. So not as scammy as it used to be. They used to just take the picture and then tell you that it was $5. So far, so good. Let's try to find some more scammers. Oh, look, they're trying to take a picture. Starting to inch close to me. Nothing. I think they know if we got the camera. I don't think anybody else wants to take a picture of me, so let's move on to the next scammer. Statue of Liberty. I don't know if this is a scammer, but I see a Statue of Liberty, so I don't know if they're selling something or what. Now, to be scammed, I feel like they have to come up to me in order for it to qualify. So if somebody comes up to me, we'll count it, otherwise it doesn't count. There's a lot of vendors in New York City off the side that sell things like art, clothes, fake purses, etc. And I see a Labubu seller, so I'm gonna go ahead and purchase a Labubu and see whether or not it's real. So Labubus generally go for like 40 to 50 bucks, depending on whether it's rare or not. But the ones behind me are going for 15 bucks, and there's some pretty rare ones. There's a lot of fake Labubus floating around, so I want to see if this one's real. So I'm gonna go ahead and purchase one. Can I get one Labubu Stitch?
Yeah, just grab whichever one you want. Which one you want?
Let me get this one right here.
You want that one? Okay.
Thank you. Got my Labubu right here. This is what the packaging looks like, so a little bit damaged, but we're gonna open it up and see if it's real. All right, I'm gonna open it up and let's check it out. It looks pretty fake, honestly. Looks like a Chinese knockoff. I'm not an owner of a Labubu, so I can't say for sure whether it's real or not. This is the packaging it comes in. Please don't tell me I paid $15 for a Temu Labubu. Is my Labubu real?
No.
He doesn't even have this smile. Isn't he supposed to have that smile? Oh, I guess not. I genuinely don't know if this is real or not. It's inconclusive whether or not that person was a scammer because I don't actually have the details. Here, somebody who's a Labubu expert, let me know if this is real or fake. I scout a guy who's selling Apple products. I don't know if they're legitimate or not. I don't know if they're stolen. I'm not sure what's up with it, but I'm gonna go ahead and purchase something, see ultimately if it's a real item or not. Oh, he shied away from the camera, which means that it might not be legitimate. We're gonna go back, we'll circle back. So he has a black garbage bag and then he's pulling different Apple products out of it. So I ideally wanna buy something from there. We'll see whether or not he's willing to talk to me because I have a camera.
All right, guys, I mean, we tried our hardest to try to purchase some of these secondhand Apple products from these scammers, but once they saw the camera, they identified me by my pink hat and then they just ran away. They wouldn't go anywhere near me. Even when I dropped the camera, I tried to film with my Meta glasses, but they wouldn't have any of it. So unfortunately, I couldn't buy anything, but that almost confirms that they're scammers. I've never seen people run away so much as I did with these people. Literally, as I'm making this video though, luckily Tyler Liviera, another YouTuber, actually made a video exposing New York City scammers, and he interacted with these Apple people. I think it's actually the same exact person in his video as it is in my video, so I highly suggest looking at that so you get the full picture of what these people are all about. But with that being said, in New York, there's definitely some scams, but I think some of them aren't really scammers. Next up, I invited a fortune teller to come over to my house, and she is going to perform on me some sort of fortune telling, I suppose. Now, I've never had a fortune teller speak to me before. I've never had somebody read my palms. I am going in completely raw. I'm a virgin and novice of the psychic game, so these are my palms. These are what my lines look like. This is my face. I am an open book, and I am excited to be read. And we're meeting up with one of the best fortune tellers in New Jersey, apparently, and her name is Gypsy, so this should be a good time.
So, how would you like your palm read?
There's different ways to do it.
No, you just show me your hands. Oh, well, you cannot be suffocated.
I can't be suffocated?
No.
What does that mean?
That means that you need to be able to go places and move around a lot.
Wow.
Because you can't, because it would be toxic for you.
Really?
Yeah, you're very independent and you're very, very creative. You can do anything you really want to as long as you have the passion for it.
Wow, what is? Let me show my hands just so they also have. See these hands? These are creative hands, independent hands.
I see you're gonna have a nice long life.
Nice, okay. We have any predictions?
I would say
85,
I would say in the 90s, maybe even more.
Ooh, you think I could touch 100?
Maybe. You know, with today's technology, 5 years from now, who knows? I see a lot of traveling.
Yeah, that's right. I do travel quite a lot. I travel quite a lot.
And I see that you're going to be traveling till you can't travel no more.
Probably, yeah.
So now I'm going to say that we're going to go into a little bit of astrology.
Okay.
So you had told me when we first walked in that you were a Gemini, because I asked you.
Yep.
And Gemini is ruled by the planet Mercury, which is all about knowledge. So that really is important to you, knowledge.
Very, yeah.
You like to share it as well as give it. Being a Gemini, you are a perfectionist, for sure.
I'd say so, yeah.
So you can do anything and it will look like you've been doing it for years. The way you perform is very professional, and that's the being perfectionist. But you got to know that you're doing a great job no matter what you're doing, and pat yourself on the back once in a while. Yes, because sometimes, you know, you can be hard on yourself.
Right.
And there's no need for that because you're perfect.
Thank you. That's very sweet, thank you.
And I also worked for Donald Trump.
Oh, that's cool. Wow. Got to a president.
Yeah, well, that's before he became president. But that was really fun because he hired me several times. One at his Bedminster golf course. And
did you predict he was going to be president? Could you read that from like, oh,
he wouldn't no, he didn't come near me.
Oh, he was afraid. Okay.
He just pointed at me and said, But I was doing all his guests.
Okay.
You have any questions?
No, I mean, obviously conscious of time and stuff, I think it'd be great to take a look at this crystal ball and you kind of showcase what this is about and what we do here.
Well, crystal ball, really, I have to inspire me. And when I look into it, I could actually see that in a couple of years, there's going to be major changes for you.
Oh, you're seeing that right now? Oh, wow, okay. So you're already making a reading. So in a couple of years, there's going to be major changes for me?
Yeah.
Like, are we talking upward trajectory?
We're talking up.
Oh, good, okay. So right now, I think I'm at 10.5 million subscribers on YouTube. If you had to make a prediction of, let's say, 2 years from now, where do you see me at?
I'm going to say a lot. I double.
Double, so we'll be at 20. That would be a double clip rate. That would be crazy. But you're saying right here, 20 million August of 2027.
Yes.
Okay.
And then you're going to really be busy.
Then I'll be incredibly busy, yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you again to Gypsy. Thank you so much. Appreciate the reading and you just coming through and showing us the side of fortune telling and palm reading and just everything else we kind of went into.
All right, so Gypsy was awesome. I had a lot of fun with her over those 30 minutes of doing my fortune telling session. Do I think it's a complete realistic thing in which she's reading my future and telling me what's going on with me and knows everything about me? No, I think there's a lot of horoscopic astrology things that are happening and she's making a lot of good predictions, but I don't necessarily think that the crystal ball and the whole palm reading thing is necessarily true. But if you're just viewing it at face value and you're not taking it seriously as a science, it is a lot of fun to engage with. And so for that reason, I'm gonna call it a semi-scam. I think Gypsy is very well read and she knows a lot about the practice of fortune telling, but for me, it wasn't necessarily the craziest thing I've experienced. So take with that what you will, but we have way more jobs to investigate. The next job that people call a scam that we're gonna be looking into is chiropractors. So if you've never heard of chiropractors, they practice chiropractic, which is basically alternative medicine in which you manipulate the musculoskeletal system to ultimately relieve people of pain, namely in their spine. So if you've ever seen videos of people adjusting spines and getting all those cracks and kinks out of their back, that's usually a chiropractor performing that. And they get a lot of pushback because of the pseudoscience associated with it. A lot of people don't consider this to be real medicine. But lucky me, a couple of months ago when I was at this biohack facility in Fort Lauderdale for another video that I did, I got to speak to two renowned chiropractors who really wanted to do something to me. I let them, and this is what happened.
So we're going to do an examination. Sam has some neck pain, and we want to see where that's coming from. He's kind of pointed to his trapezius muscles, but we're going to really do some palpation and examination and really figure out what the deal is, where it's really coming from.
All right, so we're going to assess my pain now, so I'm going to lay down.
Okay, close your eyes, okay? And without open eyes, look on the top of your head. This is mobilization of your occipital and C1, C0. You feel more flexible?
Now, not gonna lie, it was very uncomfortable to be in the room because despite them being husband and wife and both being doctors, they actually had opposing views on things, which led to a lot of weird moments.
Solar plexus?
Yes.
Talk about
No, solar plexus is
lower,
down
but
here.
this nerve plexus.
There's a nerve plexus here.
Sredostinea, what is it? Thymus. It's not thymus anymore.
No.
Nonetheless, though, I tried to be a pleasant patient. I was going through with everything they were saying, but a lot of it just didn't really make sense to me.
So it's interesting that the chakra system corresponds to nerve plexuses. There's one in the throat and there's one in the center of the chest, the heart chakra and the throat chakra.
At one point, they wanted to inject me with something into my neck, but ultimately I told them no. I gave them the justification that I couldn't do it because I couldn't get it on camera, but really I just didn't want it to be done to me. I mean, I came in for an adjustment and all of a sudden there's a needle that's about to go into my neck.
The blue is a throat chakra. The nerve plexus it's a
Green is
green.
the heart chakra.
Yellow it's epigastric.
All right, I'm going to let this process continue. I don't have to keep my hands. They're going to balance on their own. But I didn't expect to go in this direction, but that's where my palpation took me.
This conversation was honestly going everywhere and I didn't understand anything that was happening, and I certainly didn't feel any sort of relief by any of the tension points that they were touching, but there was just a lot of nonsense going on. So with that being said, is chiropractic a scam? I mean, what I experienced, I would actually say yes. Overall, who knows? But I haven't heard good things, and when I actually tried it in practice, it wasn't very good either. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it a scam from my experience. I'm sure people have had pleasant experiences and relieved them of back pain, but from what I had, because I also had really bad neck pain going into that, they didn't relieve anything at all, and if anything, it was probably one of the worst experiences medically that I had. Everyone else at that biohack facility was awesome, and I appreciate all the different treatments, but that one in particular just wasn't it. The next scam job that we're going to investigate is life coaches. So a life coach is somebody who basically kind of acts like a quasi-therapist, and they basically get you through certain parts of your life. So if you want to get your money up, if you want to improve your relationships, whatever it may be, life coaches are apparently the one-stop shop to fix everything. We're gonna see if that's true though, because I have Luke Mendez, who on Fiverr has 5 stars on 21 reviews. He is one of the highest rated life coaches I could find. He's board certified and everything, seems to have ample experience, looks like a nice professional guy. Also, by the way, it's like 1:15 a.m. right now, and for whatever reason, he answered and he's able to accommodate my call, so shout out for that. But we're gonna hop on a call with him right now, and we're gonna decide whether or not life coaches are a scam. Not gonna lie, I am not too optimistic about this. I personally have a bias going in that I think life coaches are gonna be a complete scam, so let's see what happens.
Hi, how are you, Sambucha?
Hi, thank you for hopping on the call.
Excuse me about my outfit.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, no, sorry for my outfit too. It's late for us, I'm sure.
No, it's okay. The idea of life coaching is like to map out where are you and where do you want to be. What's on your mind now?
I'd say on my mind, work for sure. I want to get more money. That's important.
Okay.
And I ideally want to just continue growing in my career trajectory.
What is blocking you from or preventing you from doing that?
You know, it's hard to really pinpoint. I think maybe it's I get too distracted and I like doing other things sometimes, so I can't stay focused on what I want to do.
Let's say, how do you describe this lack of focus, right?
I think it's jumping from one ship to another. So I'll have a couple of days where I really like to focus and do well, and then 3 days in, I'll just start focusing on something else because, I don't know, it's just more attractive. So I'm like, ooh, let me now focus on that. And then I side rail myself and I lose the direction and the path that I was on.
It's quite a lot because most of the people tend to say, no, I cannot focus for an hour. Do you need more than 3 days?
I'd like to be locked in for like a month at a time. I'd love to have longer term lock-ins. Yeah.
Okay. Have you achieved that? I don't know, sometime in the past?
Maybe once in a while. Yeah, sometimes.
What happened during that month? That the last time you achieved that?
So I was picking up a lot of extra shifts at my job, and I just remembered I was in like a flow state where I was like waking up, I was going on walks, I would go I'd go to my job, I'd come back, and I'd be just feeling great.
Which was the trigger that made you, that motivates you?
I think it's when I recognize that I've fallen so far. I'm good at identifying the bottom, and then I'm able to pull back up. So it's like, let's say I eat a lot of food over 2 weeks and I gain 5 pounds. As soon as I gain that 5 pounds, I like correct, and I'm like, okay, let's like lose the 5 pounds, but I'll never gain more than 5 pounds, but I get there a lot, but I never go past it.
You have a bottom line, and you can set a limit, right?
Yep.
Maybe not only in weight, but in everything.
Yes.
Will that work for you?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, like, if I think of work, I have a minimum amount of money that I have to make every month. And if as long as I'm making that, it's fine. But the moment where I'm trending to go a little bit below, then I'm like, okay, let's snap back into it. I have to go to work more.
Okay, and that works for you. So, like, that may be a key. Like to have it clear. Maybe, I don't know, post it on the wall somehow, so you can clearly see where you are now.
So yeah, I like the idea of kind of writing down and visualize. So all the different aspects of my life, establishing the system of like what are the minimum limits that I need to achieve in order to feel productive at each of these parts of my life. So let's say it's financial, like I said, like weight wise or activity level or something. And I'll go through all the different ones, and then I can ensure that none of those parts ever dip below. Everything will go up if I'm ensuring that I'm never dipping below at any point in my life, because then it's like, oh, okay, we're starting to manage things correctly in this system now.
So
that's
well,
super
Sam,
helpful.
how do you feel?
This is great. I feel like within just a 20-minute session, I was able to learn a bit about certain systems and how to think about the things that I'm going through. So, I mean, I really appreciate this first session, and I'd love to follow up with you.
Have a nice day.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Calling.
Thank you so much. All right, I just finished my session. I'm not gonna lie, I feel really great after that. I think Luke Mendez did an absolutely great job of kind of working with what he had, which was nothing. I was just kind of like saying random stuff. I wasn't gonna give him like the full synopsis that I'm a YouTuber, but he did a really great job. Honestly, shout out to Luke Mendez. I went into this thinking life coaches were a complete scam. I'm going out of it thinking that there are some really good life coaches. He did a good job of not like overstepping with certain questions. He didn't even ask where I worked, mind you. He was just like, hey, let's develop some systems so then you can achieve what you want to achieve. I am very pleased with that. Life coaches is a big surprise here. I'm gonna go ahead and say not a scam based on my experience at least. Luke did a great job, so shout out to him. I really thought that there was going to be a massive scam stamp right here after life coach, but I guess I'm pleasantly surprised. All right, guys, well, that was a lot of fun going through a bunch of these different scam jobs. A lot of them ended up being pretty legitimate, some of them not so much. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more content, make sure to click here, click here. Otherwise, subscribe and we're out, and I'll see you next time. Peace.